Is this any better? Let's see. Okay, 3 people are on. 5 people. Yeah. Oh, from me.
Wow. My phone's dry.
Your phone's dry?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Like when nobody messages you, like when you have like nobody.
You
like,
and your terminology.
What do you mean?
Y'all, kids these days. Oh my gosh. She just told me her phone is dry. Like it doesn't have any notifications. Nobody's messaging her. Is it better now? I got off of Wi-Fi. I was trying it off of Wi-Fi and then just with the network. Okay, no bueno.
It's also still kind of behind.
Yeah, we'll see.
Keep that in mind.
Better now. Okay. Okay. Well, I got off of the Wi-Fi and then got back on.
RJ.
So we'll see. We'll see. So if I didn't answer, okay, better, good. Yeah. Well, all I'm thinking is that people are probably, okay, good.
Better than take one.
Yeah. Thomas is always funny. Okay. So I'm so sorry. Oh, there's Patrick. Patrick, we were talking about you. Your ears must be burning, and then you're like, oh. This Patrick says good. Well, I think he meant good about but it was just funny.
Hi to you too, Patrick.
Hi to you too, also, Patrick.
Patrick 1, Patrick 2.
Yes, okay, so I'm so sorry that if you had typed a question, if I didn't answer it, you'll have to type it again because it doesn't automatically pull up here. So we do have one here from Hiking with Gus. So this is one that was on our list, but he made it. So, hey Dixie, what is the one thing you regret not doing on this journey the most so far? And what will stand out the most positively for you so far? That's a hard one. So, okay. As far as what I regret not doing, honestly, I can't think of anything in particular that I'm like, man, I really should have done that, or oh, I wish we had done that, because we've had so much time. I feel like we have done everything. Anything that I was worried that I would feel like that with, so maybe that's the best way that I can answer. I wanted to kind of see the Running with the Bulls, the arena, and I wanted to go in there and check that out and everything, but I don't know. Like I mentioned this before. I know I eat cows. I eat other animals. I've hunted before. I've eaten a deer and rabbits just because I figure I eat meat, so I need to keep that connection with. This is where my meat comes from, right? So, and I don't know. I can't. And I've always kind of wanted to do the Running with the Bulls. I thought it would be cool, like since I was in high school, or idiotic, or both. But just being there, and I thought, well, I could at least go to the festival, and be a part of it. But when I heard cheering when they're killing the bull, I couldn't stand that. I couldn't deal with that. So I wanted to go in and tour that arena in a way, but in another way, it's like, no, I'm still supporting it. Yeah. So that was the thing that I thought I would have regrets, but I really don't. So
I'm glad, because I know you were debating
I was having a tough time, wasn't I? I mean, I even got on and tried to reserve us tickets, and then I was just like, no, I don't think I can do it. Thomas says you just want to eat happy cows. That's perfectly understandable. I mean, I just don't want to support like mutilation and torturing an animal before it dies, I guess. So anyway, and I know that people who are vegan for the purpose of the animals are like, it's all bad, and I certainly understand their standpoint, but everyone has a line that they draw somewhere, and I guess that's mine. So, but other than that, I mean, is there anything that you really wanted to do that we didn't? Yeah, there's been really nothing. As far as the most positive experience, I don't know. We had one really good night.
Mona Lisa.
The what?
The Mona Lisa.
Well, that wasn't. I mean, that was this trip, but not on the Camino.
I know.
No, I was gonna say the night that we stayed at the Bastide, La Bastide. Like, just I would say,
That was just such a good atmosphere.
yeah, that people. We stayed at this place called La Bastide, and it was at the halfway point, the town that considers themselves, the halfway point, where we got our halfway certificates, and the albergue there was very nice but homey still, and there were only 4 beds in a room, and it was just the two of us and another man. Oh, I can tell them about the dude that I think it was might have been doing heroin. Anyway, so uh, you know that particular place was just, I don't know, it was awesome. And we had dinner there, and the woman was from South Africa, but she cooked us dinner, and we got to hang out, and we were talking to people from Germany, and a few, 2 Germans, one guy that was from Belgium, and one from the U.S. And the man from the U.S., I think I may have mentioned this to y'all before, but he died. Like, he was dead, like no heartbeat. And then they brought him back. And this is his way of kind of celebrating life again, I guess. So just the conversations that we had that night. So I would say the people in general that we've met will be something that sticks with me. What about you?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
I think that was top notch.
Yeah, that place in
It
particular.
was just a great atmosphere, and like for all of the 6 of us, what was there, like 6?
7, I think, including the lady who is
she left late or early, but the 7 of us like having dinner, and I think that was her way of like trying out having dinner with the people, like making dinner and like all that stuff instead of just like the pilgrim menu.
Yeah, because sometimes it feels almost like cattle being like herded through. It's like, oh, check in, oh, okay, do this, okay, we eat dinner now, and the dinners are very much the same, the pilgrims' meals. So, I mean, but this place was just different, and you could go there and not have the same experience because it depends on the people too and the conversations you have, and the next day we talked to that man that fella whose grandmother saw Hitler speak. I mean, that just like blows my mind. So I would say that probably stands out the most, and also the cathedrals have been incredible. What are you drinking out of? A platypus, a bladder.
I didn't even realize you did that.
Yeah. When you see me do it so much, it looks normal to you. Okay. So.
But yeah, the cathedrals are really pretty.
Yes. And also I think feeling more comfortable talking to somebody not in the language that I generally, not in my first language, feeling a little more brave about that, I guess. Oh, Mom says hi.
Mom,
love y'all.
Hi.
You're
supposed to be working.
Do you pronounce it? Is it Lee? Would you say that's Lee Shepherd or Leigh Shepherd?
Lee.
Okay. I don't want to say it wrong. I know I've said some people's names wrong. Leah on here, I was saying Lee, and she's like, it's actually Leah. And I was like, you should have told me. And she's like, well, I don't want to embarrass you. Yeah. So if I say y'all's name wrong, if I say y'all's names wrong, feel free to correct me. Okay. Joe says loud and clear. Marty says, Patrick, I'm in your state. Yes, Patrick Rohrman, Marty is in your state, and you should go see his show. Rick says, hey, Mama Meals. It says that's better. Okay, Pete, when you finish, are you planning on more sightseeing, or will you head straight home? So the plan is to
sightsee the entire world.
To move to Italy. I know the plan is to. Okay, it is Lee. Okay,
hey,
all right.
With
just
3
making
E's.
sure. Just making sure. So the plan is to go to Italy, Rome. Montana wants to see. Oh no, you are double talking. What? Is it messing up again, or are you just saying both of us talking at the same time? Chat was disabled until just now. You are double talking. just being able now. Is anybody else having a? Oh, there's
That's
Leah right there that I was calling her Lee before.
yeah. That's the
Um,
only two I see.
yeah. Okay,
Good
good
here.
here.
Still find
Okay.
it. Okay.
All right, just making sure. Sorry, I wanted to. Okay, okay, good. Sorry, y'all. Okay, so what was I? Where were we at?
No, too far.
No, it's not.
What?
I know. I just answered one out of order.
Um,
Um, Here we go.
More sightseeing, or will you head straight
Yes.
home?
Okay. So Rome is the plan. Oh no, Deanna. Um, Marty, could you message Deanna if you're still watching? Will you message Deanna the link for this? Because she didn't see take one, so or else she has us take one. Okay. So, we're planning to go to Rome. I want to see the Colosseum. I know I'm a tourist. I know that's like, but I am a tourist. And to me, traveling is like see all the cliche things. And then the second time you remove a layer and then another and then another. And so we're on the first layer. Thank you. Um, and so this, this time will be the first layer. We're going to be tourists and we're going to see the Colosseum. And Montana wants to see it because go ahead and tell them.
They've got the Mouth of Truth,
Which is from
Roman Holiday. If y'all love Audrey Hepburn
she's
as much as I
obsessed with Audrey
do,
Hepburn. So
I
anyway,
didn't think
but
about it until I saw an
we're
Audrey
we're
Hepburn.
gonna see and learn a lot more there, I'm sure, other than those two things. But yeah, so that's the main things that we have in our minds. But yeah, we were wanting to have several weeks to be there. If we had finished this sooner, that was the plan. But I think we'll still finish enough time to spend a few days in one spot and then go home. So
Hopefully, I'm gonna be sleeping by the Mouth of Truth.
you're gonna sleep there? Is that something
Yeah,
that people can do?
probably not legally.
Oh, okay. Can you please compare the AT and the Caminos as to difficulty? Can you hike more miles a day? Um, yeah. Well, um, yeah. Well, yes. I think
If I wasn't here, yes.
no. That's not. Well, I mean, I, okay. If you weren't here, yes, I would not have done as few miles per day as we have. However, that doesn't mean that everybody can do more miles out here than on the AT, right? So the guy, for example, that just left the AT, it depends on the issue, right, that you're having. So that guy, his knees were bothering him really badly on the AT, but out here, it doesn't seem like they are. Now, if it was, blisters and being out being in a drier condition helped the blisters so you could do more miles there. So anyway, I'm just saying there are trade-offs. The road walking here and being on harder surfaces is harder on my feet than I would say other trails, but as far as physical difficulty, no, this is not near as abusive to your body as the AT is, in my opinion. You don't have the same amount of weight on your back, probably, if you're out here versus if you were on a trail where you wanted to have a stove and several days of food and water, because there are a lot of water fountains out here and stuff. So I think that you could do this and have less abuse on your body. You also have the ability to send ahead your bag. So if your goal was to knock out more miles, then yes, certainly I feel like you could. However, there is more temptation here, like towns, exploring the churches, exploring the culture, learning about the history, the food, stopping and eating at bars. There are more people that you're going to run into and probably want to talk to. And you have more opportunity. So to kind of shorten your day because you're like, I kind of want to stop here. If I keep going, I'm going to have to commit to 3 more miles, right? So you can't just go, okay, I really want to stop, but I'm going to make myself do 1 more mile because there might not be a town in 1 more mile. So it's just trade-offs. But yes, I think physically somebody could do more miles per day out here if they wanted to, if that was their goal and they needed to do that, because I guess they say most people do this or aim to do this in like 35 days. So and it's 500 miles. But yeah, it's definitely not as steep as the AT. The what you're walking on, the rocks and roots and whatnot is not like the AT. So okay, let's see where we at. Where we at?
So meany.
I know they got good questions though. Um. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. Are the people with?
Are the people with around you who have been with you since the beginning? No, not at all.
Not.
No, we haven't seen anybody from the beginning.
We
Well,
did Carmen.
Carmen, one
There's
girl,
this one lady.
one lady. We met her a week or two in. A week.
She said that it was like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Because we went back to her stamp book and looked.
Oh, I found where.
And yeah. She said, I remember because I saw your packs and I called my husband.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she showed them to me and I was like, oh.
That's so funny.
I was like, which ones do we have? And I pointed to one of them. I don't remember which one it was.
So yeah, we met her like a week and a half in, and we just saw her 2 nights ago.
Yes.
Or was it?
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
Because we stayed here last.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
so yesterday morning.
Yeah, yesterday morning.
2 nights ago.
So, yeah.
Love you, Mom.
Did I go way back now?
I think so.
I didn't even see Mom said hi.
She said, hey, love y'all.
Yeah, I see now, but, so one, but most people are going up, but the folks were around, the people were around, there's this cool group, they're blind, they're from the Netherlands, and 6 of them are blind, and 6 of them, so they're the 6 walkers that are legally blind, and the 6 buddies that they walk with, and they rotate blind, and the 6 buddies that they walk with, and they rotate each day, the buddy and the walker. But how cool is that? Like,
and they also didn't know each other.
Yeah,
they
none
all
of them know each
met
other.
up right before they came.
But how cool! This pilgrimage allows people to get out and do something and see some of nature, see some history, submerge themselves potentially in a different culture if they're not from here, and affords people who couldn't physically do something otherwise the chance to do some of that. So I think it's really great for
and they were doing the last 200 miles.
Yeah, they didn't start where we did, but
last 200 kilometers.
Yeah, and all you have to do on this to receive your Compostela, so your certificate of you did what's required to complete it on the Camino Francis, is the last 100 kilometers. So from Saria, from where we're at right now. So,
and 2 stamps a day.
Yeah, 2 stamps a day. Yeah, so you get a little credentials passport, and you get stamped where you stay and like where you eat, or if you go see a church. Yeah, show them the inside of that. And boo!
So this is our
we get excited about them. Yeah,
this is our second.
Yeah,
so
we have one whole book filled up on both sides. Yeah, we have a lot. We collect them,
and
like
we
hoarders.
also haven't been doing every single place that we could. We forget, or we just keep going. Like run out of time, but.
So Patrick, MT Knives Patrick says, hope the bed bugs are better. They are right now.
Thanks,
and we've been checking, like I have been investigating everywhere that we sleep now. Mm-hmm. Patrick says, and the weather. Yeah, the weather has been, but RJ says, have you had any problems with aggressive dogs on the Camino? We haven't.
No, we did have this one dog that was chained up.
Yeah, it ran up and like if the chain broke, it was coming for us.
Yeah, like it would have been Cujo all over again. It was rough, but homegirl right here, she said,
I said, oh, because I thought I was ready to get my trekking pole and whack me a dog. I love dogs, but I was fixing to knock it upside the head because I thought it was getting Montana, but it didn't. So.
It loves me.
I do love you. Let's see. Did you try the translator Spanish dict yet? It helped me pass my Spanish class in college. No, we haven't tried that yet. Honestly, we haven't used the Google Translate in a while.
Yeah, we've been doing pretty good.
It's been a while. Yeah, we kind of have all the phrases and whatnots that we need now, or we like pick up on what people are saying. But if we struggle, we will try that. We should pull that up and check it out anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But Ed says, gotta go. Couldn't stay long. All right,
bye,
Ed. Bye.
You're still
Lloyd says, I said I'm in my pickup because I need 4-wheel drive to get to the hot springs. Ah, I see. But you need to get over your fears and do a motorcycle trip. I mean, I might get over my fears, but then I'll wreck on a motorcycle. I don't know. I can't do a motorcycle.
I like them.
Well, that's great, but you didn't wreck a moped in the Bahamas.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I can't even imagine laying down a real bike and wrecking. I would have a heart attack right there. I would just die. Not from the wreck, from the heart attack. I know I should face my fears, Lloyd, but that's one that is going to take a little while. So, all right. Thomas, oh yeah, you just want to eat happy cows. Yeah. You always have a way of saying things, Thomas. Um, James says, haven't been here for one of these in forever. I know. Well, welcome back. I usually work when you do them, so very excited to be. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will continue to act right. RJ says I would be rooting for the bull too. Marjorie says, hola ladies, have you seen many families on the trail? Are families allowed in the bunk rooms? Yeah, as far as I know, yeah, I haven't heard anything about them not being, and I know that husbands and wives have been there. We've only seen like 2 kids, and they were. You said you saw one, and then we saw that one
we saw
that morning. I think a lot of people are in school. Like a lot of kids are in school right now. So yeah, so there really haven't been many families, but Deanna did it with her 2 sons last summer. So I know that people do it with their children. It's just I think this time of year there aren't as many out here, but I haven't seen anything that says that you can't. And I know that there have been big groups that travel together. It works better, I think, if you plan ahead some, at least a couple days ahead to do reservations and stuff like that. But yeah, no, they can definitely. Yeah, I know they're allowed in the bunk rooms because yeah, Deanna took her son. So, some of the Camino routes seem to have church stops with music, etc. Is that happening on the Camino Francis? No, I don't. We haven't really heard any music. I mean, there have been like a couple of live bands at like a bar, but not the church. If we've missed out on something like that, I'd be disappointed because that sounds kind of cool.
I know we missed out on a wine fountain.
I want to go to a
That's
mass.
what I have regrets.
I'm not Catholic, but I would like to just see one, and I want Montana to see it. You've never been to like a Catholic mass, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. I mean, just to see it, like,
I think it would be interesting.
Yeah, especially here. But no, I haven't seen anything like that, Martin. Is there a place you could recommend to stay at the night before I start the 18 in Georgia? I'm starting the end of February 2020. Okay, yes. So you can stay. There's actually, I would reserve it ahead of time probably, but there's a place called the Hike Inn there at Amicalola Falls. But other than that, Dahlonega, I know a lot of people stay in Dahlonega, which is not right there. But they also have, there used to be a hostel that had a shuttle that would take you to Amicalola Falls or probably to the parking lot to go up to Springer Mountain. So message me about that, and I'll Google it and see, if I can find some of those. I made a video a long time ago about accessing the termini of, the AT, the northern and southern terminus, but that information might be out of date now. So, but yeah, message me and I'll look that up. But the Hike Inn there at the park, I know people that used to work there. So, okay, let's see. But yeah, congrats on that. I love the AT. I miss it so much. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here we are. Glory Bell. Has Montana caught the backpacking bug? Any chances of her doing the PCT or the Appalachian Trail? No. No. So she says that she'll go on. 0% chance. She says she'll go on like a shorter trip, like a weekend trip or something like that. But she's not.
Yeah,
She says she's not doing the thru-hike. So, and that's fine. That's okay. It's funny because Dakota said he wasn't either. So it's like, I don't know. I'm supposed to be talking people into thru-hiking, and all of them are just like, "Yep, sure, I never want to do that." So maybe it's just me.
And the one guy at the bar yesterday, when we were with Rachel, he was like, "Are any of your?" He was like, "Any of your other siblings as adventurous as her?" Talking about you, and I was like, "No."
Oh,
I was like, "No, not really."
In different ways.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I mean, we don't get out and do through hikes like she does. But I
Yeah.
was like, we will like hike a couple of trails, or like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have a cabin and we go
Yeah.
hike a mountain or something, but
Yeah.
nothing like 20 miles.
Well, you do that now.
No.
Jay says just got set up at Starbucks. And not even knowing this was coming. Well, welcome, Jay. But we're jealous that you're at Starbucks.
Drink a caramel
Just
macchiato.
No, drink a chai tea latte.
Okay, no.
Drink the two mixed together. That'd be weird. But what are you? Oh yeah, the platypus. Lee asked what I was drinking out of. Okay. Let's see. Leah says, "Hey Dixie and Montana. Hey everyone. This is Leah, and this is my first Q&A to be on since wandering the AT and traveling for 7 months. I've missed these. Congrats on your Appalachian Trail through hike. She just got done and summited Katahdin earlier this month. So congratulations to you, Leah. This is one of my first sort of relaxed days since the trail, and I'm super excited to be on here for a few minutes. Wow. So you've been going nonstop since you got done. Whereabouts are you now, if you don't mind me asking? She says, I'm finding it harder to remember how to type on a computer than it was to remember to drive.
Oh.
Right. Driving is weird after you don't do it for... You'll see when you get home, even 2 months.
Trust me, I thought about that like last week or like a few days ago. I don't remember now, but... because my days run together, but I thought about it and I was like, am I going to be able to drive? Like, am I going to wreck my truck?
You can't take my dog son with you for a few days.
I'll go to Dunkin' Donuts by myself.
Well, okay. I'll go with you and him.
Okay.
All right. Howdy, just being able to reconnect.
Hi, Brad.
Hopefully. Yeah, hi, Brad. Doing fine, Leah. Doing fine, Leah, with her typing. Chat was disabled until now. Okay. Hopefully, Donald, I hope that you, maybe if you got out and got back in, it started working. I don't know what's going on. You have always said my name wrong, but never wanted to make a big deal about it. Well, you just spelled Marty's name wrong, so, Patrick. And I'm sorry, is it Patrick?
Patricia.
Is it Patrick? Let's see. I thought I felt the force get stronger. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Patrick, they're carrying around some ratty looking switchblade knives. You need to straighten them out. Let's see. Okay. Fine here. Okay.
I'm fine here.
I'm also still carrying around my identical platypus water bladder still because I lost my life water bottle. Yay for hiker trash.
Wow.
Yes, functionality, right? I'm telling you. And do you feel like, what am I supposed to wear? Like I had my clothes that I wore and it felt weird to like wear different things, and it felt weird not to have a pack. Like even for a little while I just wanted to carry like a little day pack with me because I'm like, I have everything I need in it. Why would I not want to have these things with me? And it was a weird adjustment getting done with AT. It really was. I'll tell you, if you do another long trail, it won't be quite as bad. Like the re-entering normal life and the changes and stuff like that aren't quite as bad. Fine at my office. Okay, hear you twice. Okay, let's see. If you go to the Coliseum, go again at night when it's lit up. It looks different and amazing. Ooh. Okay, we'll go both. That's kind of like the Eiffel Tower that we did.
Yeah.
So we can do both. New Zealand. Yes. So, you know what, Donald? I wonder if you were still logged into the one that was looping and you were logged onto this one. It's been a while now, so maybe I should have suggested that before. I just didn't think about it. That might, you know what I'm saying? Like the first Q&A, if you had that one going and it was still looping and then this one was going to, maybe that's what it was. But, okay.
I saw something about boing.
I did too. But New Zealand, yes, Donald, New Zealand is next year. So that'll be in the fall because their seasons are switched. So yes, I'll be doing that one next year. And again, for anybody who's on the first one and it got cut off and I haven't answered your question, I was not ignoring it. So, if you'll retype it up here. Below. Yeah. In fact, go to all the big monuments again at night. How do you pronounce that?
Trevi.
Trevi.
Trevi?
at day and night as well. Okay, this sounds weird maybe, but I can agree with the day and night thing. One for the Eiffel Tower, but two for the Oklahoma bombing site museum in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, is beautiful at night versus during the day. But so I've been to that one at day and night.
Never been.
You look sleepy, Montana.
I'm very
Her
sleepy.
sleepy. Don't cry. It'll be okay.
I need some coffee.
Okay, Jay is right about night viewing. If you want to go grab us 2 cafe con leches takeaway, I'll drink one with you.
Can you do that?
Yeah. Why not? Just grab my wallet and you can go for it. Wherever it is.
I found it, but I don't feel like getting up.
Okay. Well, if you decide to. Okay.
He doesn't speak English.
Cafe con leche. No, a key. Take with me.
No, that's stressful.
I just did it. Okay. Jay is okay. Yep, we did that one. All right, transmission A-okay here. Got to run. Enjoy the rest of your Camino. Okay, bye, Carrie.
Thank you. I almost said gracias.
Hope your mommy's doing well. Okay, Jay says pickpockets and scammers like people trying to attach jewelry to you only to demand a payment. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, we'll look out for that. We were very careful about pickpocketing in Paris. We just need to get back to that mindset when we get somewhere else. Martin, I did it. It works fine now. Thanks for the advice. Yes, thank y'all for helping. Do you get much solitude? Not really. No. While we're walking, yes. There is some then, but not. No, we really didn't see much of anybody yesterday.
No, yesterday was very strange. I mean,
but there were a couple of routes yesterday, so there's some alternates.
I was gonna say there was like 3,
but they'll be very well signed either way you go. So it's kind of like, just you gotta pick what you want. Oh no, Lloyd wanted to rub it in. I have excellent weather in the Rockies right now.
Must be nice, Lloyd.
I bet it's cool.
Can't relate.
What are the temps there like? What are the temps like there right now? RJ, did we get a cute boys report from Montana?
So I'm here to report, like the weather, there's been none. They're not. They're like older. Are they not?
You call me old, so I don't know what you want from me.
You are old, but what I'm saying is they're like old. They're out of my range. Mm-hmm. The highest I'll go is like 24.
Yeah.
Because I'll be 20 4 years. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Right?
You'll be 20 and 4.
No, 20. So the highest I'll go is 24.
Okay. So 5 years older
difference.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, whatever you prefer.
I'm just saying I don't go like 10 years.
Okay. Well, there was one boy that she thought was cute, but he was 40. Yeah, but
y'all, they do not look their age out here. I don't know what they do.
Was into boys, so that wouldn't work for her either. Okay, let's see.
Keep going.
Okay.
Because Lloyd wanted to run in the weather.
Yes. As for Rome being Catholic, I recommend stopping by the Vatican, especially St. Peter's. Also some fascinating icons painted by Luke the Apostle at St. Maria. How do you say that? Maggiore. Is that how you would say it?
Maggiore,
Church.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to mentally get this. Okay. All right, cool. Yeah. No, any recommendations we are definitely open to because we'll have a few days
because we need stuff to do.
We want stuff to do. So, winter came early in the Sierras this year, messed up a lot of PCT hikers. Yeah, winter, it's like winter never stopped in the Sierra this year is kind of what it seems like. So, that looks like a passport book for blondes. Just kidding, he says. Wow, Lloyd. Thomas says, on your previous
Lloyd, you're
trails,
fired.
On your previous trails, you would be in snow and freezing cold by now. Puts the rain into perspective, doesn't it? Yes, that's true. And what do I always say when you're like, oh, this stinks so bad. And I'm like, well, at least we don't have to sleep in it tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it does. It definitely does. And we saw some snow on the hillside the other day, and I was kind of like, and then I was like, no, I get to just enjoy it and think that it looks, pretty. And Marty's leaving. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Can't relate.
But I'm not having to stress out about that, and it's a very, very nice feeling for like really. Apparently, it is snowing in parts of Spain, but not the part that we're in. So, and even if it was, it's nothing that would be like trip ending or anything like that. So yeah, we're not having to sleep in it. I'm so thankful for that.
So
Marty
thankful.
says, "Broken heart, Montana." Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm. A lot of things have been put into perspective that I did already appreciate from doing the other trails, but it's so nice to have those things here. So when I start to complain about people farting a lot at night or something like that, then I'm like, but I'm inside, so it's pretty awesome. I'll take the farts. But I do miss my tent at times and the solitude, and that's why I say one thing's not better than the other. It's just trade-offs. Now, there was an interesting thing that happened in the bunk room that I didn't tell y'all about. And it was the night that we woke up scratching and stuff.
Oh boy.
There was a boy who
Was not cute.
he was very he was very gaunt, very tall and thin and pasty, which doesn't necessarily mean anything. But I'm not 100% sure that he was a pilgrim even. I don't know. I mean, he had a bag and everything, a backpack, but he didn't go to bed. He was up. He came in a couple of times and got things, or he would do something, and then he would leave again. I don't know where he went. I assume that maybe he had a girlfriend in another bunk room, and he was, hanging out with her or something. I don't know. But Montana said she woke up a few times and he never went to bed.
He had it was like 3 a.m. and he still was not there.
Yeah, and then when we woke up, he wasn't there.
Yeah.
So, but at some point he came in the morning and started packing his stuff up, and that look that somebody gives you when, especially children, like when they're doing something that they don't necessarily want you to see, that they're trying to hide. I noticed him look up at us, and at this point he hadn't spoken to us or said anything or, acted like we were there, which is fine. Again, not everyone's extroverted and wants to talk to people. So, but I don't know, it just felt weird the way he like looked up suddenly and showed interest in like, oh, maybe I hope they're not looking at me at what I'm doing. And so he took like an alcohol wipe and wiped his arm in an area where I don't know what else, like I don't know what kind of medication you would shoot in your arm there, in your veins, but he was giving himself he was shooting something into his arm. So it could have been medication, I guess. Maybe y'all can enlighten me if you know of anything. But I mean, I know that with like insulin and other injections that the stomach, the leg,
yeah,
right? Not here in the bend of your arm. So I don't know what it was, but nevertheless, that was interesting. That was just something that hasn't happened, and I don't think that like the Camino is unsafe or anything like that. And I mean, he's a grown adult. I think he can make whatever decisions. But it did make me sad for a couple of days. I thought about that. Just like I hope that whatever he needs in life, that if he is walking the Camino, that he finds that and kind of is able to have a better life and step aside from that. But anyway, if that's in fact what it was drugs. But that was something that was just different, that kind of stands out since we talked to y'all last. But we saw him at the bar later, like that morning for breakfast, and we waved to him, and he waved and smiled and everything. But yeah, we never talked to him. I don't know if he spoke English, honestly.
He didn't act like he did.
Yeah.
He spoke
But again,
Spanish
maybe he didn't to the waitress. So. Yeah. Let's see. I have a Dutch friend who is in a wheelchair and legally blind. She hits the local trails regularly. That is
I
awesome.
like that.
That is awesome. Yeah, because it's like, then other people who don't have those challenges, it's like, oh, why don't you get out? Oh, I'm tired. Well, oh, I'm in a wheelchair and blind, but I'm
But
I'm
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 still
still doing it.
going.
Yeah. Deanna says hello. Hi,
Deanna.
Deanna. Yeah, you asked Deanna if we were there yet. I meant to message you back yet. Our service yesterday was pretty horrible, but no, we're in Saria, or however you pronounce it.
100 kilometers away.
Yeah, well, 71 miles. Yeah. You girls look like you have some sun. We have.
I've had a little too much.
Deanna says you talked me into through hiking. Yay! Good. I'm glad. I'm at Starbucks at Bozeman, Montana, hoping some roads in Yellowstone open again in a few days. Yeah, I hope so for you. Mom says got to get back to work, girls. Talk to you later. Bye, Mom. Love you.
Hey,
Daryl says hello. Hey, Daryl.
Hello, Ellen.
Hello from Las Vegas. Hi from
Hi,
Greenville,
Mark.
South Carolina. Hello from Phoenix. Today in Colorado Springs, 67 degrees and sunny. Oh, that's like perfect there. Hey, ladies, just got here in Montana. I love your lighter hair. Oh, you've been out in the sun some, I guess. It's lightening it up a little bit.
Is it?
I guess so. She says it is. Let's see. I am currently in Maryland. I was home in Texas for 2 whole nights before I had to fly over here to go to a celebration of life. Oh, I'm so sorry for a friend's brother. Oh, I'm sorry about that. This put a damper on my victorious finish, so I've yet to truly re-enter, but I did have a hard time figuring out what clothes to pack for the trip. Yeah, I totally understand. And I had to pack my smelly trail pack for the plane since everything else was still in storage. Their adventure continues. Yeah, but it feels like home. It's probably good that you had that comfort. I sure hope that ending future trails is smoother than this, like you say, but you're usually right. Well, or smoother than this. Yeah, no, for me anyway, it has been. So everyone's different. I just feel like anything that you do the first time is more difficult or more exciting or more, even the first bite of food is like, yes, this is so good, and by the time you finish, you're like, all right, I'm done now. So everything when you aren't sure quite what to expect, then it's just more intense one way or the other. So after a while, you kind of get used to, okay, I'm gonna feel like this. It's okay. It's normal. You may not have convinced your siblings to thru-hike, but you got hundreds, if not thousands, other two. Yay! Yeah, Patrick left. Just got back from Hawaii. You really need to go. Lots of places to hike. Yeah, I've been to Oahu and oh my gosh, why can't I think of the other island that I went to? I didn't get to see as much of Oahu as I intended. What was the name of the other one? Maui. What? I wanted to say Malibu, and I was like, it's not Malibu.
That's not right.
Yeah. But yeah, so Maui. I did see like the road to Hana. I did a lot in Maui, so I feel fulfilled with Maui anyway. But yeah, I'd like to go to the Big Island. I'd like to go back to Oahu. Where were you at in Hawaii? I know it is beautiful. Oops, I scrolled back too much. Heading out to see Zombieland. So I'm out here looking forward to more updates as you near the finish. Stay safe. Thank you, Pete. Thank you for stopping in. Enjoy your movie.
I only know it's Zombieland 2 because a bunch of people have posted it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I don't even know it was
Zombieland
1. Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen it. So.
Yeah. Laura says blind wheelchair kind of cuts right through the excuses. Exactly, right? For sure. Let's see. I need to leave to go to my birthday lunch with you for many other reasons. Blink, Camino. Oh, well, happy birthday. You should have told us it was your birthday so you could have gotten happy birthdays.
I like how you've got birthday lunch in quotes.
Yeah. I noticed the lighter hair too. So pretty. Oh. Hi, Leah. Hi, Deanna. Okay, Brad says, I think I forgot to thank you for all the tips I used to take a crew to Philmont this year. We had a great trek. Thanks. Well, I'm glad. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I hope that the information helps. And I was talking to somebody else about that the other day at one of the albergues, because this one guy said that he had seen just my gear video on what I was taking out here. He watched right before he came out here, and then there was another guy. Well, because he was like, you said not to carry too much, or you showed that you weren't carrying that much, and I still carried way too much. And I said, so maybe you need to have a channel now so that you can tell other people, hey, this is what I did and what worked. And he was just like, no, I don't feel like I'm experienced enough to tell other people what to do. And I was like, well, don't ever tell anybody what to do. You tell them what
Your
you did,
opinion.
and yeah, and why it worked for you, why it didn't, what you saw other people do that was different than what you did, and why that worked for them, and what you saw not work for a lot of people. And it's okay to share those things. Everyone thinks that to share information you have to be an expert, but you don't. All you have to do is share your experience and the things that you learn as you go, as long as you don't present yourself as an expert at something that you're not an expert on. Then, and even experts, it's just not one size fits all with any type of advice or recommendations anyway. So I think people are afraid to document an experience because they don't like to look like they don't know what they're doing, or like they don't know what they're talking about. And that's like the one of the first comments that was on the video of me talking about my gear on the Camino. Somebody said, how dare you share information and give advice to people when you haven't even done this yourself? And it's just like, no, I'm not giving advice. I'm saying this is what I'm taking. Hey, let's see if it works out. And then at the end, I'll update that, So I just think that people think that they can't share an experience or journey as it develops. But as long as you're not telling people, do this, then I think it's okay. So, okay.
Too far.
But I'm glad y'all had fun at Philmont. Hey Dixie, Montana. I'm in VA working but listening on the sly. Ooh, girl. What are your outdoor winter plans, if any? I don't really have any, honestly. When I get back, I need to start riding. That's kind of my plan. I'm not saying I won't go on day hikes or anything like that, but I don't have any like longer backpacking trips planned or anything like that. How about you, Montana? Montana's gonna hibernate, I think, for a while when she gets home.
No,
I'm curious if
I
you're
will
gonna
go
find
to.
yourself like wanting to get out more,
I will go
outside
to
more,
Starbucks.
and just sit there,
Yeah,
talk to
I'll
people.
sit outside
Are you gonna miss
at
hearing people
Starbucks.
talk in other languages?
No.
Really?
Well, when you go to Starbucks, they talk in different languages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like the people that go, like you hear it all the time. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, and I mean,
But
there are a lot of
like,
Spanish speakers at our
but
home
it's gonna
anyway.
be
But
nice to not like have to get up there and be like, do they speak Spanish? Do they
yeah.
not? Or do
Yeah.
they speak English or any other language?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so like with the lady at Bastide, like we were trying, like we would answer in Spanish, and then like she
Yeah.
finally told us, she was like, I'm not from here. She was
Yeah.
like, I'm from South
Yeah.
Africa.
That's like the lady also from England that wasn't she from England? And she was like,
Yes, and
"I'm
she I sent
English."
her daughter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were like buying stuff from the store, and she goes,
We just
I'm
kept speaking
yeah,
Spanish.
and she was like, I'm English, by the way.
Well, if you didn't tell us, we're
And
in
I was like,
Spain, so
well, I didn't know, like,
yes. Yeah. But
because
yeah.
it's not like you have to be like white or black or like any like. There's so many people over here that like you look at them and you don't expect them to speak Spanish, but they do. That's all that they speak.
Yeah, you're saying there's not like a
Like a
stereotypical look for somebody who lives
yes,
in Spain. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I know.
And so that's why it's like hard to tell.
Right. No, of course. But Caroline, yeah, I don't think either of us have any set winter plans. How about you? Are you doing something fun this winter? Have you got something going? I need to learn to ski one day. I would like to do that
I
sometime.
want to
But
snowboard.
yeah, but you can't do that really in Alabama, I don't think. But I'd like to go somewhere else. We could ski in
Yeah.
North Carolina if we go up there. I know they have places.
I think that they had, wasn't in Georgia that they had like a area of maybe it wasn't Georgia, maybe it was like Tennessee. I don't remember.
Yeah. Hey guys, where in Oahu did you hike? I was there this last week and I want to go back to hike out to I I now I've forgotten how to pronounce things and
Cayena.
yeah, maybe it's like things are tricky. Things are tricky with Hawaiian. But with Hawaiian with their with their pronunciations.
Bills
Anyway,
of the day.
okay. So I didn't hike in Oahu. Actually, chain plans changed abruptly. I think maybe I did. I did go to a couple of places there, but they were very short hikes. And then plans changed abruptly, and I ended up in Maui. So I really didn't get to explore Oahu. So you could probably tell me, um, more about it. But I would like to go to the high point, Mauna Kea. I want to go up there and do that, and that's on the Big Island. But it's the tallest mountain in the world from like the base to the tip. So I would like to.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see that. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. But yeah, so the places that I went on the just the little short hikes in Oahu. I honestly I can't remember the name of it. Um, Max says, sorry about the permethrin advice. I thought they had full strength and prescription. Yeah, well, no, that's fine. I appreciate you suggesting. I honestly didn't even think about the pharmacy. So, we looked today at an outfitter, and didn't see any permethrin. There was a girl who had some in spray, but it was like for the body. And I still don't know. We haven't found anything that's safe to use on gear. So, and I don't want to spray myself every day with it. I mean, if they're going to get on the gear and then I take a shower, if they're on the gear, then they're going to get on me. So anyway, yeah, we're still kind of looking, but I mean, I think we got them for now. So
Guys, this trip is almost over.
hopefully we don't in the end.
It's almost just not even worth it.
Yeah, just gonna take home, souvenirs from mom.
Well, I already sent my rain gear home.
Yeah.
So it's just sitting on the porch.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Deanna, did you see both Burgos and Leon cathedrals? If so, which was your favorite? Okay, so let's see.
Oh,
Burgos. I'm trying to remember. Leon was where.
Leon, we didn't.
Leon, we didn't.
I don't think so. That was where we.
No, we did. That's where we saved the cat, right? Or was that Burgos? I'm confused.
It was Leon.
That we saved the cat?
It was Leon.
Okay, so we went to that one. That one was big.
Guys, do y'all remember?
And in Burgos,
let's see.
I can't remember. Deanna, if you could jog our memories. I'm trying to remember because, hold on, which one had the different, like the split rooms, like so many different rooms?
So many different rooms.
Yeah, like the cathedral that was like the third biggest in the world, and it had like, there were like little compartments instead of it being big and open.
Well, I was going to try to look on here.
I'm not sure, honestly, what my favorite has been. I think I really like the big ones. I think they're really cool. But the Navarrete.
This was the Burgos, the one with the fountain in front of it. So
that's where we helped
the lady.
So that was
where the.
Oh, that was Burgos.
Yeah. Wasn't that the cat? Because we had to stay in the place that was right beside that.
Oh, is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was Burgos. So Leon was the one that had the divisions.
Sorry, guys, we're struggling.
I don't. Yeah. I guess it's the beginning of the Meseta. Leon is and Burgos has the rooms. Okay, I think. Okay, yeah. I think Burgos
for sure.
Yeah. To me, hands down, Burgos.
Burgos.
But what do you think? What one did you prefer? Okay, let's see.
I was trying to find if I had a picture of Leon.
Start skiing in the winter. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would like. I think I've never been skiing, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do that. I'm sorry someone left that rude comment on your gear video. I'll never understand why people do that. Yeah, I mean, I know that you probably, I mean, maybe you haven't gotten any. I hope that you haven't, but there are so many people out there that are just not nice, and it's okay. Like, everyone can have different opinions, but I hate that they think that it's not okay to share an experience as you learn, is the biggest thing, because I think I think it's all right. Let's see. Just so you don't feel alone, it's raining and miserable here in Northwest Washington State.
Okay, sorry.
We feel you.
We feel the pain.
Yes, and the cold. They don't stick out like us Americans do.
I think that's having to refer to people that speak Spanish.
Yeah, maybe so.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Mark says, "Hey, Jessica, any thoughts about doing Trail Magic again this coming spring on the AT?" I would love to do that. I would love to do that. You know what would be cool?
If I went.
No, it would be really cool if we can do like well, yes, that too.
I can't believe you just
but
said no to that.
If we did like a Patreon meetup type thing and did Trail Magic on the AT, would y'all want to do something like that? Would that be cool? I don't know. I just, like, you said that, and I'm just not super busy. Spring on AT, yes, yeah. I just thought about it. Like, we could have like a little party thing on the AT and do Trail Magic.
Yeah. I'm in. That'd be awesome.
Well, Mark, thank you for like bringing in the thought. Oh my gosh, we should do this. Oh, not April 18th. I loved Burgos. Leon was impressive on the outside. This tall white castle almost and not nearly as cool on the inside. Yeah, I loved all the room in Burgos. Yeah, same for me. Trail Magic on the CDT would be way more better.
Are you skipping?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me go back up.
I'm sorry, I was just making sure.
Let's see. No. Thank you. Okay, you always say this is what I'm doing, but it's different for everybody. You definitely don't push your way onto it. Thank you. I'm glad that it comes across that way, because I say that to Montana all the time. I'm like, well, this is what I did, but I don't know what you want to do. And like the way she packs her pack, and I feel like every time you ask me a question, that's what I said to you. Well, this is what I do, and this is what.
And I'm like, okay,
but because I don't want to preach. Okay, do you find that you're eating healthier than on your previous hikes? Oh. Okay, at first, yes. Well, regardless, yes, because the food is more fresh, at least. It's like fresh sugar instead of no. Lately, at the beginning, I did better. In the middle, I've gotten to where I just want sweets a lot. And they don't serve like eggs and bacon for breakfast isn't just as common as like toast and jam, or croissants or something like that. So it's more sweet stuff is offered here in the morning for breakfast than the savory stuff that I would normally eat at home, and that I would choose over sugar. So I would say in town on a regular through hike, I eat healthier than what I'm eating now on the daily, more or less. And then, but in general, my diet throughout the week has probably more vegetables and fruits and healthier stuff than my diet in a week on a backpacking trip, if that makes sense. So I eat really horribly on trail while I'm backpacking and pretty well in town. But out here, it's just kind of like mediocre-ish the whole time. Yeah. Yeah, so it kind of balances out. But some places just don't have great vegetable options out here. It's like meat and bread and cheese.
Yeah, that's why you have to ask for like the veggies.
But you certainly get more, you can get more protein than you would on a backpacking trip more easily because you're not having to carry everything. Yeah, Deanna, I so agree about the cathedrals. Yeah, that was a good question. And thank you for joggling our memory so we can remember.
Burgos was pretty.
Oh, whoops. Uh-oh, I missed some more, didn't I? Yep, I did. Oops.
Wow.
Wow, I did. Okay. Gatlinburg, Tennessee has skiing. Oh, yeah, maybe
Oh
I need to
yeah,
go there.
yeah.
That's where Rebecca went.
That is it?
Yeah, she went there
I
with
just remember
Crystal.
that because when I went to
PCT book coming
that trip.
soon. Yes, I want to do like a little guidebook like I did for the AT, for the PCT that I wanted to finish like in January. Um, and then I want to start writing just the story, like writing a book, you know. But writing do tell. Yes, September. If you remember meeting my daughter at AT Trail Days, is getting married in April in Santa Cruz. So in a few weeks, I'm flying out to do pre-wedding mom of the bride. Oh, that's so awesome! Well,
In a
congrats.
few weeks.
Yeah,
Ooh.
in April in Santa Cruz. Okay, so to do pre-wedding stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That's awesome. Then in December, may go to Caribbean. Ooh, okay. Well, congrats to her. That is awesome. And yeah, with the writing, just yeah, what I was talking about, the guidebook, and then like writing, legit writing. All Islands, was visiting my new granddaughter's son is stationed there. Spent a month travel. Wow, I was gonna say you were there for a while if you went to all of the islands and had time to
Which
do some
islands?
sightseeing. In Hawaii.
Uh,
Yeah. Burgos. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Time to head out for the hot springs. Y'all have fun. It's good weather and warm water.
okay,
Okay,
bye,
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
No,
Canceled.
I'm glad that you're gonna go have fun and enjoy that. That's awesome. No matter what you do or how you do it, someone will be critical. Yes, all the time, for sure. Caroline says spring on ATS. Oh yeah, yeah. This is where everyone was in on that idea.
And
See,
but not
Mark, you
on the
started
18th.
it. Yeah, not April 18th. Uh, let's see. Um, I would do that if given enough notice or if on the CDT. Yeah, the CDT would be
I will
awesome
make
too.
the drive.
Oh, I'm in with the Patreon Trail Magic. I would need some time to plan ahead though. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I should go ahead and start planning something like that. See like how many people would be
Yeah.
interested and then maybe we can figure out where to do it. It needs to be in a place where we can have a lot of people. So, um, okay.
If y'all know of any places,
Yeah, if anybody, an AT
any
enthusiast,
particular
is
spot.
like a lot of people could fit here in camp, then let me know. I know a lot of people do like oh my gosh, why can't I think of the? It's like a bald, and it was really foggy when I went over it, and I've done trail magic. It's just after Brown Gap. A woman got electrocuted there right after being proposed to, or electrocuted by lightning, got struck by lightning and died. That's so awful. That's a horrible story. But
Yeah, this took a turn, guys.
I can't think of. I'm just like giving all the little hints of the spot because a lot of people do trail magic there. But okay. Anyway,
Too far.
okay. Easter is April 12th. Starting the shell to trace sometime after that. Ah, I see. I see. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it would probably be after that. So, depending on where we do it and where the bubble would be. Thomas says, "Don't worry about people hating on your style of sharing your experience. I think they just enjoy calling people out." Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's how I always presented stuff to my kids too. This is what I do, and other people do X, and tried to explain why. Yes, I think that's how it should be. If I have children, that's my goal also. Yes, AT Trail Magic. I'm gonna be out there hiking though. Maybe I'll run into the Patreon party that way. Yeah. Caroline's trying to nail something
What,
down. April
April
25th.
25th?
Does that work? Yeah, we'll I'll have to brainstorm some of this. Maybe by December we can try to solidify something. So, y'all remind me if I don't, after we get home and everything, to start trying to plan that. I'd be in for the Patreon Trail Magic. We would totally overrun some shelter area. Yeah, we'd have to not be at a shelter, but we could find
Something.
something. Yeah, I'm looking forward to a book regarding your experiences on each trail. If you still plan on doing one for each of them, yes, I do. Your videos are amazing, but I'm a big fan of the written word. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that folks are interested in that. I don't know. I like writing. It takes. I don't know how to say this right. When I record and stuff, it's very natural. Like I just want to record. I feel compelled to do. But when I write, it like takes a lot of energy. I don't know if that makes sense. Do
I
you?
think because you have to like you want it to be perfected,
Yeah.
because like then that's out there for sure.
Yeah. Maybe when you're recording something, you're
And
capturing just the way that it is, and it's something else. But like when you're
but like you when you're trying to put it,
into where you're creating it,
yeah, you're
oh,
trying to get them to see it
from
from,
what you see in your mind, you want them to see that.
yeah, so you have to be really descriptive with everything. And
Yes.
like with videos, like yes, you
It's
have to
already in
do that,
existence.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I feel like you can do it differently on
That's a
video.
good point. That's why I'm yeah, writing like after I write a long post, I'm like it's just so I know that it's going to take a lot of um, effort, but I'm excited about it, and I will want it to be good. I mean, the story Max Patch, yes, that's thank you, yes, Max Patch, that's
Thanks, Wayne.
yes,
That
um,
bugged her all night.
yes. I know. I would have figured it out. I would have Googled. I can't believe that I blanked out on the name of it, but anyway, yes, thank you. I'm glad that there is some interest in that.
Hi,
Wayne
Wayne.
says, "Hi, ladies. Glad to hear you're nearing the end of your epic hike. I'm a little late to the call.
That's
Oh,
okay.
it's
You
okay.
came.
Yes, we forgive you. Oh my word, I didn't know you were thinking of an actual book. That will be so epic. Oh, the pressure. No, I hope it's
Now
good.
the
I
secret's
hope it's
out.
good. Yeah, I'd be interested if it isn't too far for me. Cool. Then you get to meet your buddy Montana.
Hi, Lisa.
Laura says your willingness to share your mistakes is what makes you accessible to newer hikers. Yeah, I mean,
Mm,
everyone, like, I still make mistakes. I froze 2 water filters on the CDT,
well,
like, rookie mistake. We did a cruise in Norway this summer and hiked to the glaciers and kayaked in a. Is that a typo or is that a.
afford? I don't
I
know.
don't know. Most beautiful place I've been. I think you'd enjoy backpacking there. You'd look local. Awesome. That's awesome. That sounds like a good time. I'd like to go. I want to go see some other countries for sure.
Mm,
Franklin was a
yes.
good trail town. I thought this past spring. Yes, yeah, no, it is. That is a good little place. If we find something
What is
where,
it?
because like where we were set up, I feel like it would be hard to squeeze a lot of people there, Mark. But I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, I remember that place. Um, what what able memorial where attack happened last May?
What attack?
Somebody got killed on the Appalachian Trail.
Oh.
Um, yeah, not at. I don't. That wasn't at Max Patch though. Um, honestly, I don't know exactly where that was. So I guess it could have been at Max Patch, but I thought it was. I thought that was that not in Virginia? Um, I can't keep up. I can't keep up now. Where were you the hungriest on the AT? Oh man. Um, I would say probably Virginia is when it really started kicking in, and I think when the hiker hunger hit, it was the worst that it had been the whole time. Uh, so yeah, that probably Virginia was the where the hunger was, yeah, the worst, but I can't tell
Mm.
you exactly where. Marjorie says, "Gotta run. Thanks for sharing your journey with us. Keep up the great work." Thank you, Marjorie, and I hope you have a good day, afternoon. Yeah,
Day.
yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, we could take over the NOC. Yeah, maybe, but I don't know where. I don't know that they let us camp there. Is the thing. I'm not sure. I suppose you would want to avoid the trail days bottleneck, but it seems like you would want to do trail magic not too close to a resupply. Yes, yeah, for sure. Easiest to do near a road crossing unless you want to hike in with all that stuff. Yeah, no, near a road crossing would be the best. But what would be the best to me is where somebody isn't planning to hitchhike in for a resupply. So I don't want to be on the road where they're planning to go. Because when I find trail magic there, I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm going to town now where I can get everything that I want. And it's not that you don't appreciate it, it's just you're ready to be in town. Also, the ones coming right out of town, you're full and stuff like that. So I think that doing it on a random dirt road somewhere, for example, is awesome because you're not expecting the trail magic there. But um, okay. Okay. Montana's correct. Just spill it out on first draft without self-editing. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Just.
Mm-hmm.
I will buy your book. Okay, all right, I'm gonna do it. Yeah. A book would just be a very, very, very long post. Maybe that's not helpful to hear. No, it is. I mean, it is, but I'll look at campsites near the trail. I remember some huge trail magic events in the south. I'll let you know. Yeah, thank you, Leah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, even I remember some areas that were near a road with picnic tables and stuff like that. It's just, are you able to camp there? So it's got to be somewhere where we can all camp. Late to the party as always. Oh. Writing requires you create an emotional word picture, but we have faith in you. Thank you. St. Peter's is stunning. Awesome. Okay, here it is. Fjord. Fjord is a long, deep, narrow body of water that reaches far. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't either. Thank you for teaching us. Maybe I should have known that, but now I do.
Fran.
So yeah, thank you. Mark says I'll get on it, figure out a good spot for us to set up. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm like all suggestions are appreciated. Lisa says max patch would be 7 hours for me. Okay. I don't know if that's like in your range or not, but
she put a thumbs up.
Yeah,
so I'm like, maybe that's good.
Yeah. Wayne says Why Bald has a big parking area. Okay. Yeah, near Franklin. Yeah, I wonder, will people be... I'm just, again, the thing, like, where will they be going in and out from to towns? But yeah, maybe that one would be good also. Oops. Do you have any interest in bike packing? Yes. Yes, I do. And I've mentioned several times Ellie and Ellie on the AT. Well, now it's Dirtbag Baby on Instagram. And I know they did some things on Facebook too, but they are bike packing again with their little girl. And I love following their adventures. But yes, I am definitely interested in bike packing. So that might be something else that I do after New Zealand. I don't know. We'll see. I could maybe take Hank with me, Montana.
Yeah.
Or Fancy.
Because he wants to do that.
10 trail miles north of Franklin. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Why Bald was north of Franklin. So that's long enough in that they would still be excited, I think. So Max Patch would be great. It's right by a parking lot too. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking Mount Rogers, I guess. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's up in Virginia, the high point, Mount Rogers. Jessica, you are a oh my gosh, a biophiliac, is that what that is? And Montana is not. That's why you want to thru-hike, and she doesn't.
What you trying to say, Rhonda?
What does that mean? What is a biophiliac? I'm learning all these new things today, guys. I feel
she must have just learned that
ignorant.
Word.
I didn't know what a fjord was or a...
Humans possess an
innate tendency to seek connections with nature and other forms of life.
Yep.
You don't like to seek connections with nature, Montana?
No.
Okay. Whatever.
She
says she doesn't. She saves every snail from the path.
I walked past some of them.
Oh, okay. You saved 98% of the snails that you walked past. And the bugs and the beetles and all that stuff. All the critters, she saves them. She talks to the chickens. She talks to the cows. She does, y'all. But, okay. Now I know what a biophiliac is. I'm glad to know what that is. I didn't know that word. And here I'm talking about writing a book. I don't even know what a biophiliac is or a fjord. Okay. This is part of that documenting the learning experience.
This is part of the bickering.
I wanted to go back there since I crossed it in high winds right before a hailstorm. Oh, missed the views. Yeah, I missed the views too until I went back and did trail magic another year, but same, so I feel you. I don't know if you all know, but Jessica already has written a book. She's just not plugging it because she's shy. No, it's a guide. It's just a guidebook. It's just a how to prepare to hike.
It's not
It's
her
not like
story.
a story. Yeah. But yes, it technically is
It's
a
not
book.
her struggle.
Yeah.
That comes later.
Yeah, yeah. And Thomas helped fix errors. So thank you, Thomas. He's shy, so he didn't mention that part. Caroline says, I'll need the PCT book for 2021. No one better be getting married then. No, just get off and go to the wedding. It's so fun to take a side trip when people graduate and stuff. Okay, depends where, would take my cane anywhere I could go. Yeah, well, hopefully it would be on like a dirt road or something. So the incident was in Virginia around mile 500 or so. That's what I was thinking, is that it was Virginia. Oh, I see what you're saying. So yeah, Mount Rogers, yes, would be, yes, around mile 500. Max Patch is just before Hot Springs, though. Yeah. But it's a little ways. Like by then we did, because we went from Max Patch. I went from Brown Gap, which was right before Max Patch, and we left at noon and did an all-nighter like 23 point something into Hot Springs. So I think, I mean, unless most people, at that point I hadn't done a 20-mile day. That was my first one. So, so there, yeah, it is, but it might be far enough away that it would work. I don't know. We'll see. Once you get into Northern Virginia, you have the huts. Yeah. What percentage of readers of your book will do so with a Southern accent in there? I will read the audio. I'm gonna make audio books, and
I was gonna say what it like.
No, I will.
If someone did an audio book, it had to be.
I'll do it. Love of Life. Okay, there we go. Thanks, y'all. Thank you. And there are waysides in Shenandoah. Yeah, that's true. Montana must be a closet biophiliac. Yes. The incident was in Virginia around mile 550 or so, if I can remember correctly. Okay, so it was north of Mount Rogers a little bit, but gotcha.
Right here, Brad.
What is he?
Crazy Jake is right here, Brad.
What is... Oh, read it with the accent in his head. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, so... Yep.
Brad. Make a meme.
So do you want to see if we have any questions? Because I know some of the folks that left questions there answered them here. They made it, so... Oh, okay.
Hey, ladies. Oh, wait, John. Oh, last name. Do you know who that is?
Cervezas.
I know. I was like, what?
Hey, ladies.
Can you compare the Camino with the AT difficulty-wise? Can you hike more miles per day?
He was here and asked, so we're good.
Russell Day. I'm going to be in New York next week for work and thinking of taking a week holiday and doing some day hikes. I'm wondering about doing some of the AT
versus Bear Mountain, Harriman State Park. Thanks. Okay. So, and then he said...
Well, continue.
Okay. So, the AT does run through Bear Mountain, Harriman Park region. So, I can speak to that it's gorgeous. I really enjoyed Harriman State Park, going through that area. So... That's the only part I can speak to. As far as other areas that aren't on the AT, I don't know what those are like. And then he also said, and I also be interested to hear your thoughts on rain poncho versus rain jacket / trousers with regards to comfort, dryness, getting wet from heat, condensation, and finally, if there's a switchover point for how cold it is. Thanks again, and enjoying your updates. Q&As as always. Okay, so the poncho thing, I only use like a cheap disposable poncho one time on the AT because my rain gear had holes in it. We switched to these ponchos that we've been wearing on this trail, for this trail. They're way too heavy, in my opinion, to want to carry on a thru hike. So I wouldn't probably, but I know that they do make ponchos that are lighter weight than what we're carrying. So from my experience of using a poncho now, I I like it. I like that I can pull it up because I can. I mean, when my pack's light enough, I can pee with my pack on, so I don't have to like shimmy britches down. All I just kind of like bloop, pull my skirt up, and it still pull the britches down, but like everything's not getting soaked
Soaking
while I'm
wet.
doing that. Yeah, unless I accidentally pee myself. um, you thought it was funny. Anyway, so I mean, because it happens sometimes. You pee on
I'm
your
so
feet or
tired of your
whatever.
jokes.
It's not a joke though. That's the bad part.
I know.
But so anyway, um, yeah, I do like it. I like
So yeah.
that it's ventilated. I haven't really felt as hot in it, I think, as I have the other rain gear because it's, the rain pants do. So if you're a hot natured person, then a poncho is probably the way to go for you. What kind are those bright red ponchos? Honestly, I don't. Do you have yours?
Mount.
I don't know. They just were sold here. Ponchos aren't fun in the wind, but that's a personal preference. Good point. Also true. What is it?
ALTUS.
ALTUS is the brand. But like I said, these are like really heavy, but they've kept us very dry. It's nice to be able, we put them over our packs. So these are extra larges. So we just throw them over the pack also. So that's just another layer of redundancy for keeping your stuff, your gear dry. So I like the idea of a poncho, and I'd be more open to try a more lightweight poncho now that I've had this poncho. So for what that's worth, I haven't hiked with a poncho before, so before now, but I can definitely see how it doesn't make you sweat as much as the other rain gear could potentially. But I've been carrying an umbrella too, so I picked up a cheap umbrella. It was tough. The first town I looked in, we were finding only designer umbrellas, like with purses and fancy umbrellas, and I was like, no, I just need a cheap one. But so I didn't know cheap in Spanish, how to be like, I want a cheap umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember, I think we looked it up.
Yeah,
but it was too late.
They just kept sending us to like handbag stores and stuff. But okay. So I don't know the exact perfect spot between rain gear and poncho coolness and whatever, but I have enjoyed these ponchos. I do like some of the rain gear I've used in the past that has like pit zips, and the ones that have the little bill like your rain jacket had. I like that, but yeah, maybe I'll try a poncho for New Zealand so that I can, like, a lightweight backpacking poncho. I might do that.
Go ahead, write that on your little list.
I know, right?
On your little hand.
Okay. All right. So I don't know if that helped you, Russell, but if you need to, message me and we can talk more about it. John DeVita says, hello to you lovely Iberian Peninsula journeywomen. He called us lovely.
I know.
Question for Montana. On this trip, have you encountered any positive behavior or attitudes that you haven't seen in your hometown?
Any positive behavior, attitudes?
Yeah.
As far as like, I don't know.
Like, have you encountered any positive behavior or attitudes that you haven't seen people back home display?
Yeah.
Do you want to think about it while I answer mine?
Well, the only thing I can think of is like here, at least when they don't know, at least like when you say hola to them and they're like, oh, hola, buenos dias, buen camino. Like they're like so nice about it. But I feel like back home, like if it was someone that didn't speak English and they like try, I don't know, like I feel like
the attitude it'll be like when you're in America, speak English.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the only thing I can think of.
So like the people here have seemed to be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, and it's kind of weird to me because like they're having to deal with pilgrims all the time, like coming through their town nonstop. So it's like they have to keep like, I don't know, if they want to talk to them, they really can't unless they do speak the language.
Right. Oh,
So
I
I feel like
see.
that's really difficult for them, but they
Yeah.
still continue to
To
really be nice about
yeah.
it. So
Yeah. And I've liked the people who try to have a conversation with us even though we don't speak the same language, because it seems like almost when people establish they don't speak the same language, they just shut off
cut it off.
communication. Yeah.
They're
But it's been nice even in the albergues. Remember the one guy that shared the bunk room with us that night, and we kept pulling out Google Translate and kind of when we got that one we got to real late. And
yes, that first 17 mile.
yeah, and he told us to have like a good hike, and I don't know, he was really really nice. So I would agree
Yeah, and
with
they've
that.
been really patient.
Yes,
Really patient.
patient.
And I
Yes,
love it.
yes.
I like the whole Buen Camino deal.
Yeah, because it's universal. You can say
Yeah.
Buen Camino, and everyone is cool with that. They know what you mean. So, question for Jessica: are there 2 or 3 things you've learned from this international adventure that will help you plan for your next one? Yes. Um, and to be able to state those right now, I might would have to. I know that there are. I've I think the main thing is not being so intimidated to try to just speak up and try to speak words that are not words that I was taught, as a child, a different language. I think just putting myself out there won't be as hard next time because I did it this time, and even though it'd be terrible, the fact I learned at least here that they appreciate when you try. And sometimes they'll realize and they start just speaking English to you, which, but I still find myself when they ask me a yes or no question, I say see, even if they've already spoken English to me. That's interesting. So I think I've learned to just try, to put myself out there and try. I think also I need to get better at kilometers. So I think learning distances and the temperatures, basically the metric system, trying to familiarize myself with that a little bit. And we were just talking about the other day, what was it last night about the temperature difference or something, and you were trying to guess what temperature.
Yeah, it was last night.
And then I think also the cell phone debacle, knowing
Yeah.
knowing how to deal with getting a SIM card, and that using WhatsApp is a good application for being able to communicate with people that you meet out here and also back home. But yeah, the cell phone thing. So several different things, but those are the ones that at least come to mind right now. Lloyd said he
Lloyd
wouldn't have
said, I
time to make
won't
it, but he did, and then told us about the hot springs.
want Montana go on more hikes with you in the future. If she says no, ask her again after she's been back home for a while.
Yeah. And
Karen said, excellent. Supposed to pick up a load of gravel before winter snows move in, but I think that can be
so
put
she
off
was
for an hour or so. Getting a real-time Q&A. It's more important.
Henning, yeah,
is this
yep. I think
Henning
that's the
said,
lesson.
looking on the pictures, what is your attitude to Spanish or French breakfast? Did you get accustomed to just a light meal in the morning and maybe an additional snack after
2 hours, yeah.
Um,
I mean, we're not accustomed. We're doing it,
yeah,
but I still want, like, well, I don't know. We normally get tortilla and bread or something like that, and then we get another little snack after
yeah.
5 miles or so. So I mean, we have. She didn't like toast. She was like, I'm sick of toast in the morning, but now she really likes it. So
I really like the
so
toast.
you've
I
gotten
don't get it.
accustomed to the toast. I've gotten accustomed to the tortilla. I really like it. But when I go back home, I think I'll go back to to what I liked when I was at home. I think. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll be making tortillas.
I don't know. I kind of want the toast and jam and the mantequilla.
Like
But
real bread instead of white loaf bread. Or you think you'll get different bread from the store?
No, probably not.
You think
I mean,
you'll
I'll
go to just
probably
your white bread?
I'll probably just get whatever mom buys.
Whatever mom
buys.
gets for you.
Yeah. Did you read any news about Spain or about Europe while being here, or watch any new programs in TV? I expect something like CNN Europe in English may be available in the hotel's TV. You heard about the recent protest turmoil in Catalonia?
Barcelona.
region.
Yeah,
Yes.
yes.
That has been
We've seen it
all
on the
over the
TV. We
TV.
don't really watch TV, like even back home. So no, haven't really watched any TV or read. Honestly, there hadn't been time. Like we get to the albergue, we wash our clothes, we hang them up to dry, we take a shower, we eat, we get ready for bed, we go to bed, we wake up, eat breakfast, start walking, and do the same thing again. So there really hasn't been time for like lounging around, watching TV or anything like that, or really much reading. But in the
When we're in the
bars and the
cafes.
cafes, they'll have it on the TV. So the other day, everyone got kind of quiet and was looking at that, where that woman, where that boy snatched the flag from her, and then so we Googled a little bit about that situation and what was happening, but yeah, so we have heard some of that and are aware that it's going on. And Montana showed me an article this morning where things had gotten more intense. That was like a
Escalated,
week ago, I guess,
um,
but
it was a
yeah.
few days ago. Yeah, I guess maybe around a week. But yeah, it was like some fires or something
Yeah.
going on, and it was talking about all of it. Hiking with Gus, the cattle dog.
He's the one that won the trekking poles.
Yeah, wait, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I need to message you.
I was gonna say he
Yeah.
was on here, but hey Dixie, what is the one thing you regret not doing on
Yeah.
this journey?
So
Okay,
he
we
asked.
answered that.
Oh, and then Chris
And
was asking, he said he was on his way to the Sipsey Wilderness area and that he went through Opelika and had dinner at Longhorn, and he thought that he saw mom and dad and a younger sister, waiting for a table. So, did y'all go to Longhorn, Mom? If you're still on here, I don't know if
I don't think
she
she is.
she said she got off, but then she got back on, I thought. But
Yeah,
anyway, I
yeah.
don't think that it was them, Chris, if you're watching this. But
No, because I don't think Rebecca was with them. And no, because they went. She told me that they got McDonald's.
oh really?
I know they got
It was like a
McDonald's.
while, like a week ago or the 17th or something, he said. So, but okay, let's see. Max Patch was 2 days before Hot Springs for me. Yeah, that's. Oh, it was 2 days before. So, yeah, we left from there and went, but we pushed through all night. It was ridiculous. On resupply to appreciate food, but still a ways ahead for hikers to want to carry some extra snacks. Yeah, it seems like to me a day or two before town is better than a day or two out of town, because you've probably eaten a lot of your food. And a day or two out of town, I was always like, man, I don't want to have too much because I want to work on my pack weight. But yeah. I ran all over the White Mountains in a poncho as a kid. That's the way to go. If it's windy, some paracord around your waist. A poncho was nice, but a pain to put on over my backpack by myself. That is very true. I have been getting Montana to fix me in the back, and I fix hers. So having a partner helps with that. That is a very good point, Jay. Jay, what poncho did you use? If you don't mind sharing that, I know I could find it. But just while we're here right now and everybody's here, Sierra Designs makes an expensive lightweight poncho, and it buttons down the sides for when the wind blows. Cuban fiber would be the best, but more expensive. Yeah, of course. And that's what I thought about. I'm like, Cuban fiber poncho would be very lightweight, but maybe I could try a couple of them or something. But they also make chap style waterproof leggings that attach to the waist area. Ah, cool. Oh, here's Mom telling me the definition. Late, Mom. No, yeah, that's cool. I like that word. I like that word describes me, Montana. If you see a lady selling cheese out of her window in this next stretch, buy it. I hope she's there. Cows on the left, cheese on the right. Perfect. It's so yummy. I guess we can get some, but then we'll have to keep moving along.
I'm out. All right, guys, that's the end of the Q&A.
Okay, can't really get the Altus in the U.S. Very popular where you are. Yeah, we've seen a lot. Check out Google Fi for your next international trip for cell phone. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for the suggestion. I use it everywhere I travel and never have to change my SIM card. It's so great to have cellular almost everywhere I go. Oh, we need to check that out for real.
What's it called?
Google Fi. Google that.
Google that.
Google fight. Okay. I wore my raincoat and a disposable poncho the whole way in rain on the AT. Okay, yeah, and a disposable poncho. Yeah, my hiking clothes always stayed dry, and I was reasonably comfortable in the rain. I'd highly recommend that system. Yeah, when I did that, because mine had holes in it, it did work very well for me. I had to replace the poncho like every other town or so. Yeah. Free bread is the best bread. Yes.
Couldn't agree more, Patrick.
I'm absolutely loving this journey, by the way. Thanks for sharing it with us, as always. Thank you. Got to go. Have an amazing and unforgettable rest of this adventure. Well, I hope your re-entry gets a little bit better. And again, I'm sorry to hear about your friend's brother. That's so sad.
Good night, Leah.
Yeah, good night, Leah. Yeah.
Good evening.
Oh, yeah, that's all right. Yeah. I just use the Frog Togs one, cheap and light. Yeah. I think I'll try Tyvek poncho. You know, I've heard of people making all sorts of interesting things out of Tyvek. So there was somebody that did a shelter out of Tyvek, but I just don't feel like, I think I looked up what the weight would be on that, and it just didn't make sense per square foot. But anyhow, well, does anybody else have any other questions? From here, we have 71 miles. So in 71 miles, we will be in Santiago. And then that's like the finish point where you get your Compostela.
And then Italy.
And then we have to walk an extra 50 miles. And we're going to Fistera. We're going to walk to the ocean and burn our clothes. If we have bed bugs again, we are.
Oh my gosh, no, we should have a fire on the beach and burn everything on the beach.
We're not burning everything. You're not burning your pack. I will fight you over burning. She wants to burn a Hyperlight Mountain Gear pack. She doesn't even know what she has.
I do know because people keep telling me. That's what Carmen was wanting.
Yeah. Lisa says love to both of you.
Just me, Lisa.
No. I know someone that made a rain fly out of plastic. Yeah. Not a question, but a huge thank you for sharing all of this with us all. Well, I hope some of it's helpful. I appreciate all of you being here and caring about this. And duct tape. I think that we can learn from each other. You know, I'm not familiar with ponchos. So, you know, y'all have taught me about ponchos and biophiliacs and what was the other one? Fjords. So, you know, we just all learn from each other here. So this is awesome. I appreciate everyone being here. Biophiliac is very cool sounding. Like, hey, I'm Dixie, I'm a biophiliac. It sounds very impressive. Or like, you know, hi, I'm
That's
Dixie.
That's just going to be your trail name for the Camino.
Biophiliac?
Yes.
What's yours going to be? Non-biophiliac?
Montana. The Great.
Montana,
the Great.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
Whoa,
okay,
Brad.
Let's see.
Brad, calm down.
Uno, buena.
Caminata damos. Brad.
Have
a buen camino.
Wait, what?
No, it's an X. Oh, what?
Isn't damas like ladies though? Or like, what is that?
Yeah, but like, way to have a buen camino. Yeah. I think it's just have a buen camino.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
Because it's exclamation marks, not
have a great hike, ladies. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Brad.
Yeah, that's what we were getting there. It was taking a second, but
that was rough.
Thanks, guys. Safe travels. I still like Fontana. Yes.
Fontana.
Well, Fontana Dam is a place on the. Oh, you want to call Montana Fontana?
I know. That's why I was like, wait, who tried to name
Fontana Dam is in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Henning says Montana from Alabama. That's your. She's been telling people her name is Maria.
It's gonna be Maria or.
I'm Maria.
Clarissa or.
Just not Montana.
Sally.
Have a great hike to Santiago. Yep. Have a great thing. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Thomas.
Jay. Have a great trip. I hope that the road's open for you. Fontana equals fountain. You could be Fontana, Montana, or Montana, Fontana. Then you could be Mountain Fountain.
Is a cat dying? That's what it sounds like when a redneck laughs. Look how red you are. It is
Because
not
they
that
both
funny.
rhyme.
All right, guys. This Q&A is over.
Fontana, and Mountain Fountain. Or Fountain Mountain. I'm sorry, Montana, Fontana. That's okay. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Me and old Mountain Fountain. Me and Mountain Fountain will
I want to go
we'll let y'all know if we can when we get to Santiago. We'll do another Q&A there. So
no, we will not. It will just be her.
Isn't that a waterfall? Is what a waterfall?
Fontana.
Is there something? Oh, Fontana. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe Fontana. Oh man, so it won't rhyme anymore, but it would be mountain waterfall. Yeah, not as cool, but okay. Anyway, yeah, if we can when we get to Santiago, we'll let y'all know. Well, we'll definitely let y'all know. But we'll do a Q&A if we can, and if not, then once we hit Festera for sure. So,
wait, I can't get it.
What are you doing? Anyway,
The song.
so let's see. Mountain Fountain. People would think she was good at peeing in the woods. Mountain Fountain is a water fountain. Oh. Wait, what? Mountain Fountain is that, what is WF?
I know what WTF is.
I know you know what that one is. Anyway, have a great rest of the hike, ladies. Good night to you. Good afternoon. Yes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Buenos noches.
Buenos dias.
Buenos
dias. It's buenos dias. Buenas noches. Is it buenas tardes? Or buenos? Yeah, buenas. Okay. Anyway, all of the good wishes to y'all. And thank y'all again for being here. And I will keep y'all updated and let y'all... Yeah, oh, waterfall, not water fountain. Yeah, okay. All right.
Sorry,
bye, y'all.
It's the hair. Wait. You gotta wait.
All right. Bye.
Ready?
Thank you again, y'all, for being here. I really appreciate it.
Yep. Don't read that one.
Stop. Bye, Montana. Take care, Dixie. Okay. Bye,
All
y'all.
right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Ready?
Okay.